Hello, this is Mr. Agbamu Idonogrene. You are welcome to today's lesson, Tuesday, 24th February 2026. Today is our first day for this topic, angle measurement. And today is just an introductory class. We are going to do simple definition of angles. Then we are going to look at explanation of angles based on rotation, and not just rotation. We are going to look at the wall clock hand, how the clock rotates, the long hand and the short hand, and the angle involved. Then at the end of today's class, you will understand that one revolution is equals to 360 degrees. So these are the objectives for today's class. So let's move on. Now, this is the definition of an angle. We said an angle is formed when two straight lines meet at a point. So you know what this means? It means that for you to draw a line, you need to have at least 2 points first. For example, this is point B, this is point C, and form a straight line. Then you need another 2 points again, which is point B and point A. They form a straight line. You discover that A and B meet B and C at this point B. So this point B here is the meeting point, and that point forms the angle. And in this sketch I have here, the angle is 43 degrees. That means if you want to do any label in this place, this side BA will form one of the arms of the angle. Then this side BC also form another arm of the angle. Now, looking at the definition I have here, I said the meeting point is called the vertex. So point B is the vertex of this angle, while in this example, point Q is the vertex of the angle. Then the arms of the angle in this case is AB and BC, while the arm of this example here is PQ and QR. So take note of that. Then the unit for angle is degrees. So you can see 36, not just writing 36, but put the symbol, which is this small zero, and make it small at the top right hand corner in the number. So take note of that. So this is just basic definition of an angle. So let me do a demonstration of this using our popular GeoGebra app that I usually use in class. So to understand this better, let me open the applet. So this is the GeoGebra applet. As I always send the link to us, so you can always get the link from the Google Classroom. Now, if you take a line, this is a line. If you click on a line, you click a point, you see 1 point, it's looking for the next point. You need at least 2 points to draw a line. So let me click the next point here. So this is a single line. Now, if I click another point, let me click somewhere here. It's looking for the next point. Let me take this as the next point. If I click on this, you will see that the two lines meet at this point. So this point is the vertex. That is what that definition is trying to say. And if I can put values of this point. I can just click use rename. I can call it BC. It's already named B. So that is point B. I can give this point a name. Just click on it, click on rename. That is point C. I can give this a point, just click on it, choose rename, you see point A. Now these are my 3 points that forms the angle. Then I can put the value of the angle. This is A towards B, then towards C. You can see the value of the angle here, which is this 25.56. So they can actually move, the arms can move, and this arm keeps moving around. You can see the angle is increasing depending on how I move this arm. So that is why we call this part arm. So this length from C to B is an arm. You see the way I'm clicking and dragging it around. And this A can also move. Just click and move it around. So this is another arm. So the more the two arms move, the more you have the angle. If they join together like this, I put A, you see, there's no more angle. If you observe, you see that there's nothing showing here. That means the angle is 0. Okay, all right. So this is the angle. As I take it out, you can see the angle is moving around again. Then this is point A. So take note of that. So this is what we mean by the arms of the angle. AB is an arm, CB is an arm, which can also be called a side. Then point B, where the angle is being formed, is called the vertex. So take note of that. You can do this in your private time at home as well. So let's go back to our slide. Okay, let's minimize so that we open it. Now, this is the definition in demonstration is what I just did in the applet. Now, let's continue. Now, for you to understand angle, you need to understand it as rotation. So we said angle can be explained as rotation or you say turning. Now, what do I mean by this? A good example to explain this is to use the clock hands. We all are used to the wall clock. We all have it at home. We have it in our classes. You have the wall clock, you see the hands, the long hand, the short hand, second hand. All of them, they go round a circle at the fixed point at the center of the wall clock, which form the vertex. So this hand of clock, as it's going round, is turning at an angle. So this is the beauty of what I want us to learn here. They say when the minute hand makes one full turn, it makes one revolution. Just as the time moves from 1 minute to 2 minutes to 3 minutes, it's turning gradually. So when it go round and complete one revolution, that is 360 degrees. That means you have achieved 1 hour. So let me show you an applet to demonstrate this as well before we end our lesson for today. So if you look at this, you see an applet here. So this is the applet I also use in the classroom. So this applet, looking at it very well, you see that everything is 000. This is 12 o'clock. So this is like midnight now, which is 12 o'clock in the night, which is the beginning of a new day. Now you see the way the applet is being designed. If I click on add one, the minute hand will keep moving plus one. If I click on subtract, it will keep going back. The same thing with hour and hour here. So let me click on add one. If you observe, you will see that as I click on add 1 minute, you see 1 minute has passed. This is 1 minute past 12. And if you observe, look at this place, you will see the angle is 6 degrees. That means when your minute hand move 1 minute, the long hand will turn 6 degrees. Very, very important. So this 6 degrees signifies that this minute hand has turned how many revolution? Let me see if I can get pen and demonstrate what I want to show you. This is my pen. So when your minute hand turns 1 minute, so take note of this. When the minute hand turn 1 minute, it will be what now? It will give you 6 degrees. So that is very, very important. That is what this place is trying to demonstrate. So this 6 degrees, how do you know the revolution? So how do I know how many revolution 1 minute has passed now? Just divide it by 360 degrees. That is what I tried to show us in the slide when I said one revolution is equal to 360 degrees. Remember, that's what I wrote there. I say one revolution. If I take REV as a revolution, so one revolution will be equal to 360 degrees. So take note of that. That is the ratio. So if I divide this to the smallest, it will give us 1 all over 60. So 1 over 60 revolution. So 1 minute will turn 1 over 60 revolution, that REV. So take note of that, which is 6 degrees. So that's what this clock is trying to demonstrate here. So let me move it again. That means if I keep moving 2 minutes, you see it's showing 12 revolution. The hour hand has turned 1 degree now. You see 12 minutes, the hour hand has turned 1 degree. Now the minute hand keep moving, the hour hand will keep turning. But the important thing is how many degrees the minute hand turning from 12 till it complete one revolution back to 12. So as you keep going 3 minutes, 4 minutes, be watching this place, the angle is moving. As you move to 5 minutes, you see that is 30 degrees. So 5 minutes have turned 30 degrees. So you can also change. If I say, okay, 5 minutes is how many revolutions? Just do 30 divided by 60. And 30 divided by 60 will give us what? So 5 minutes now. So 5 minutes will give us how many revolutions? Let's see. So 5 minutes is how many degree first? The degree is 30 based on our explanation from the applet now. So if I want to get how many revolution here, I'll just divide. Just say 30 divided by 360 degrees. Take note of this. And when you take it to the lowest time, 0 cancels 0, 3 into 36. This will give us 1 over 12. So this will be 1 over 12 revolution. So 5 minutes will give us 30 degrees, which is equals to 1 over 12 revolution. Please take note of this. Now, if this minute hand keep turning, let me move it very fast. So 8, 10, 12, as we move on, you see as the minute hand is turning, just be observing what is happening here. I've turned it half now. This is half revolution now, which is 180 degrees. You see it. So the minute hand have turned half revolution, which is the middle, and that's 180 degrees. So if you keep going, by the time you maintain 16 minutes, which is equals to 1 revolution, and it's going to be what now? You see, 60 minutes now, the time is 1 o'clock. So what is the angle for the 1 hour? You see, 1 hour have turned 30 degrees. You can see it. That is one thing I love about this applet. Now that we have turned 1 hour from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, you see our hour hand has turned 30 degrees. So you keep like that until you have 12 in the afternoon again. The hour hand must have maintained 360 degrees. So please take note of this. It will help you to understand your work clock system. Let me go back, subtract an hour. Let's go back. Then let me move the minute hand gradually and let's see something again. See, as the minute hand is moving gradually like this is 5 minutes. You see the hour hand has turned 2.5 degrees. Just what there's something I want us to see. As the minute hand turn, let me go to 360 again. As the minute hand turn 360, which is 1 o'clock. So this is 1 o'clock, you see. Minute hand have turned 360 degrees, hour hand have turned 30 degrees. Let me move to 2 o'clock. Let me jump fast. Just click +1. Now this is 2 o'clock. Now I have 2 o'clock here. If you observe, the minute hand have turned 720 degrees. That means the minute hand has maintained 2 revolutions, which is 360 plus 360. By the time you understand this, you understand angles in terms of rotation. So the wall clock. All right, so you can see that 2 o'clock has given us, see that 2 o'clock have given us 720 degrees in terms of the minute hand. So the minute hand has turned 720 degrees, while the hour hand have turned 60 degrees. So take this applet, just practice it with yourself at home. Monitor the rotation. It will help you to understand angles very, very well. So by the time the hour hand turn to 3 o'clock, you can see that this is 3 revolutions, which is 3 times 360, which is 1008. And you can see the hour hand is now 90 degrees. So this is what we mean by 1/4. This is quarter revolution, which is 1/4 revolution, and it's 90 degrees. So you can do more. This is 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So 6 o'clock is 180. That is the hour hand has turned 180 degrees. Why the minute hand keep turning? Minute will keep turning for so many revolutions. So this is half hour now. Sorry, this is 6 o'clock, which is half 180 degrees, and that is half revolution for the half hours. So just take note. So this is quarter, 3/4 now, 270 degrees in terms of hour hand. So with this, you will monitor the rotation of the minute hand and the hour hand. It will help you to understand rotation and angle very, very well. So that is that. Let's go back to our slide. So that is what I mean by angle as rotation. So take time, go through this video, play with the applet. It will help you to understand rotation and angles very, very well. So finally, this is a summary from what we just demonstrated just now. The quarter turn is 90 degrees for the hour hand. The half turn now, which is half hour, is 180 degrees. Then 3/4 turn is 270 degrees. You saw it when I was moving the hour hand. The same thing for the minute hand. When the minute hand turn quarter turn, is 90 degrees, the same there. When you maintain a full turn, that is 360 degrees. So with this knowledge, I believe angles is not a problem. We know what angle means. We can define it. We can identify the vertex, the arms, the side, and the degrees, which are the symbols for measuring angle. So with this, the lesson is over. This is just a simple classwork you can do. It's from your textbook. I just snapped it and attached it here. You can fill up this space. It say copy and complete the table. So just do this simple classwork and submit it. This is where we'll start tomorrow. We were not able to do this in class today because of some delays. So tomorrow we start from this classwork. Take time and study the applet. It will help you to understand better. Now, this is one revolution, 360. So what about two revolutions? What will two revolutions give you? You fill in the blank space. Three revolution is 1080. 10 revolutions will be what? Just like that. Half revolution is 180. Just fill in these blank spaces. That is what this classwork is doing, telling us to do in this page, in this textbook. So that is all for today's lesson. You can do this in your textbook as well as assignment for better understanding. So that is all for today's lesson. Thank you for watching this class, for watching this video. Do have a nice day.